Hello and welcome to another Learn of AM Marketing. I'm Bradley McManus, Digital Director here, and I'm going to talk to you about remarketing. Now hopefully you've come here from Amy's video about display marketing. If you haven't, I really encourage you to go and watch that first, and you can click here-ish, there. Then come back to me. I'll talk to you about the details. So remarketing is often called retargeting. It's a highly specific form of online advertising where you can be very specific about what you serve people based on their previous interactions with your website. Now we've all been there before. For me, I might go and look at a pair of trainers, and then what seems to happen is that pair of trainers follow me everywhere on the internet. That's an example of remarketing. Now depending on how you set up your remarketing, it can be very, very subtle to the point where people don't even realise it's remarketing. Or you can be so aggressive that pair of trainers will not leave you alone no matter where you go. The idea behind remarketing is always the same. If you have experienced a brand more than one occasion, you are more likely to take action, purchase, or call them. And we can talk from personal experience that when we run remarketing on behalf of our clients, it has dramatically increased their conversion rates and improved their return on investment. And that's not quite as complicated as you might imagine to set up. All you need to do is get a little piece of code, put it on your website, and you'll hear us call it a tag or a pixel. Once the tag's in place, the next bit is relatively straightforward. When somebody comes to your website, we will drop a little cookie on them, and then they'll go into one of your remarketing lists. Once these lists are set up, you then have the basis to start remarketing. Now the list can be specific or they can be vague. You can make a list full of everybody that's been to your website, and you can pick an individual page that people have visited. One of the most common things that we do as a marketing agency is we will look at the people that tried to purchase but didn't quite get there for some reason. If you're a retail site, we'll often call these people an abandoned checkout. And what we may choose to do is everybody that qualifies into this remarketing list, we might offer them a small discount utilising a display banner on another website. If you'd like to know more about display banners and what that even means, then I recommend going and check out Amy's video again, because she goes into a bit more detail about what display is. Now let's just say you're an online jewellery shop. You may decide to set up a few lists. 1, for everybody that's been to your website. 2, people looking at rings. 3, people looking at bracelets, and so on. Now if you know that somebody was looking at a multitude of rings on your website, wouldn't it make a lot more sense to only advertise rings to that person again? This forms the basis of remarketing strategy, and we would target that person with either rings that they've been looking at, other rings that are available, or perhaps an offer that is particularly relevant to them. And by doing this, not only are we controlling who your adverts go out to, we are more than likely saving you money on ad investment by only targeting people who are interested. But as we mentioned earlier, it's very likely to improve your conversion rate and the return on investment that you achieve. So that's just one example of how we use remarketing. Believe me, there are thousands. I could talk about it all day, to be quite honest. I'd really like to tell you about how we manage assisted conversion funnels to really influence who we target and where, but I'll leave that for another day. Now we really do enjoy making these videos, and if you'd like to know about anything specific, whether it's to do with Google, Facebook, online, YouTube, video, or anything else entirely, do let us know, because we always read your comments and we look forward to making our next video. And if you told us what to do, then it's probably going to be more relevant. Don't forget to follow us in our various channels on the internet. You can always check us out at www.ammarketing.co.uk. On Facebook we are /AMMarketingKent, and on Twitter and Instagram we are marketing_AM. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.